Is there a separate path of flowers? My life is a flower. 65 sentences that are like sunlight, that will warm you in the second half of your life. Author, O Pyonsun. Published by Forest Books. Published 2024.3/22. Book Introduction. The midway point in life when the weight of age is felt the heaviest. Sometimes I feel regret, wondering if I lived my life wrong. When we look ahead, it is a time when we do not know where the end of our days will be. I thought I would have become stronger by this age. Life is still unstable, empty, and shaky. To those going through a time when they need sincere support more than ever, this book delivers in 65 articles comfort and support that will shake off the weight of life that is weighing on your shoulders, and wisdom that will open the second chapter of a happy life. In addition, about 40 famous paintings that become more loved as time passes, as well as aphorisms from seniors such as Schopenhauer, Nietzsche, and Socrates, are included in the text to enrich the message and emotion. Publisher Book Review. What exactly is happiness? People often think that happiness will come when they achieve a certain goal or meet a condition, that you will be happy if you get promoted, if your child gets married, if you move to the place you want. And to reach that happiness, I live my life looking forward. We tighten our belts in life without any leisure, and we fill ourselves with things that others like, whether it be money or fame. So I finally reached the turning point in my life. But life was not as comfortable or happy as I expected. On the contrary, I am anxious that I will lose what little I have. And suddenly I feel unfair that I have lived a life where I only worked hard. This book asks those who feel the futility of life in the middle of their lives. Could it be that you were so busy chasing distant stars that you couldn't see the flowers beneath your feet? Introduction. I look at the days I have lived as a mirror and decide the direction of the days I will live in. One page. Don't live life like homework. The life you have built up is too thick to change, even if you take one step late. Looking at the flowers on the street fills my heart with wealth. It's a good day to indulge in luxury, things to secretly throw away when taking a walk. If you want life to wait for you for a while, why, I'm not at all envious of the rich person living next to me. Life is too long to live only with regrets. Don't leave my body until it runs out. The most beautiful time of my life is right now. If you have lived your life to show to others, don't waste time obsessing over things you can't change. Everyone needs a chimney, living in search of something more valuable than money. If you give up one greed, many happiness will come to you. Is there a separate path of flowers? My life is a flower. Chapter 2. For those who are excited, every day is spring. Passion is as intense as the sun and as beautiful as a boiled sunset. When your heart is rough, the world becomes rough. I feel sleepy all afternoon, probably intoxicated by the scent of flowers. There are 3 pros and cons in life too. I can decide where I want to stay. If you live your life diligently like nature, we are not fallen leaves, but trees that sprout new leaves at any time. Traveling is about spending money and going through hardships. A day at the sea is like our life. I pay my respects to generous nature again today. How to reach a state of selflessness in the city. A celebration of life on a sunny afternoon. You can live green even if you take root in a rock. The words left behind after death are the North Star that will guide life. Find common happiness rather than rare luck. Seeing the large daily temperature difference makes me think that life is deepening. Chapter 3. Time doesn't pass, it fills up. 3 criteria for measuring success. For those who reflect every day is the first day of life. Opportunities for change do not fall from the sky. Because of that, I exist too. When you need to lighten your stubbornness, when a problem arises, be thankful before solving it. Words thrown carelessly float in the air and eventually come back. Let's open our hearts to the wind coming from outside, so that you can explore the world more deeply with a long breath. The real weapon that moves the heart is not the mouth, but the ears. Like a watermelon, the human heart must be tapped and judged. There is no such thing as absolute misfortune or absolute failure. Frustration comes to those who are too caught up in a situation. You can only seize opportunities if you have the courage to let go of what you are holding in your hands. Crops and relationships grow by listening to the sound of footsteps. You can't drive through life looking back. Big things always depend on small things. I respect people who are sincere about their work. Chapter 4. The most difficult thing is between people and love. Why did I become afraid of saying I love you? An old man is sitting at a bus stop holding a bouquet of flowers. Help the roses smell like roses. Even between lovers, distance is needed. Love that has moderately cooled and become lukewarm is actually more comfortable. Even the deep sadness is erased with the eraser called time. The love I put off is now finally given to you. Let's live while leaving food for the magpie to eat. Forgiveness is ultimately the path for me. Let's be like a weather strip that blocks gaps. When you're tired of people, go to a very lonely place. Whether it's sadness or joy, if only my friends were by my side. Even the familiar person next to you was originally a new person. Life is my own work of art. What is familiar and obvious is the most important. In the book, introducing part of Is There a Separate Flower Path? My life is a flower. It's a waste of time wandering around looking for a flower path. There is no need to search for a separate flower path. The path I have taken so far has also been a flower path. My life itself was also a flower. My own flower that looks exactly like me. Introduced the book Is There a Separate Flower Path? My life is a flower.